Guys, it's Shamanda Burston coming back for another edition for Smart Money Saturday. Thank you guys for all of the comments, all the likes, the shares, and definitely for subscribing to this channel. If you haven't done so, please subscribe. You are very much appreciated. And thank you guys for the love on my social media profiles. If you are following me on social media, you know that my grandmother passed away. She was 83. She passed away yesterday morning. So obviously still dealing with that and coping. I think I'm coping pretty well. I like to work and I don't really like slow down on that kind of stuff because, you know, just sitting around and crying and all that, that's not really how I cope. And everybody copes differently with grief and loss. And for me, I just kind of write and process it, and I allow myself to feel sad and cry and all that stuff, and I've done that, and I'm pretty sure I have more to go, but overall, I feel pretty good. So thank you so much for the comments and for the prayers, definitely, and you are appreciated. Today's topic is definitely inspired by my grandmother. Now, it's going to be a little different, and, you kind of take it how you want, but for me, in my family system, and I wrote a book about my life, so, once you read my book, you understand what I'm saying. For me, I wasn't taught a lot of good stuff, I don't want to say that, but just, I wasn't taught a lot that helped me in my life. I was more so very observant and decided that I wasn't going to follow that cycle and follow those things that I saw. I wanted to break the cycle of poverty, most importantly, in my life, in my family system. We want to, struggle my entire life. So my grandmother, I think I have taken on her awesome work ethic. She had an amazing work ethic. But there's certain things that I saw from my grandmother that I feel taught me things that I didn't want to do, and I have 5 things I want to share, and I hope they're encouraging to you, just to kind of look at your family system and see, okay, this is something that's good, but this right here, I can't keep, I don't want to repeat that, I want to continue that. So the first thing I put was, don't gamble. If you know my grandmother, you know that she liked to gamble. More so like the lottery tickets and like scratch offs and stuff like that. And, just from studying finance and personal finance, I realized, yeah, probably not a good idea. Just because, you have a very slim chance of winning. And so you're spending all this money on a chance of winning all this other money. And more than likely it's not going to happen. But you're taking that money out of your bill money and stuff. And it's just not a good thing to do. So, I kind of decided early on, like, I'm not doing that. Like, it's all fun for y'all, but I'm not doing that. Every now and then I might get the urge to spend a couple dollars on a scratch off, but otherwise, let me earn my money, save it, invest it, and stack it like I'm supposed to, and not try to look for a shortcut. That's just me. So, the 4th thing I put was giving your last. My grandmother was that type of person. She liked to, she'll help you out if you needed it. I honestly, and I'm sure there's family members who might disagree, but they're not living my life. So, but the reality is, my grandmother didn't give me a lot of stuff. I never asked my grandmother for a lot. I would say in comparison to other people, I would just remember a few times I'd be asking her for gas money to help me get to class. But I would always, if I ever got any money from my grandmother, I would always pay her back. So for me, I would see her give money to people in the family, and I just thought, God, like, I get it, but you gotta start giving your last money out. Like, you can't do that. You gotta take care of you and your bills, so you're not stressing out and stuff. So, for most people, they think that's a good thing, but for me, I don't think it's good. That's something I learned. Like, take care of yourself first. You can't give your last away because you have nothing for yourself. And it goes to my number 1 tip, which I will share in just a moment, that you're creating a situation for the other person where they're dependent, and we don't want to do that. So, help people out, but don't give your last away. Not all the time. Pray about it, okay? But don't make it a habit, because unfortunately it's not a good thing, because it's detrimental to the other person, and I'll tell you why. Third was saying no and meaning it. My grandmother, I would see her say no when people ask to borrow money or whatever. She would say no, but the person would keep asking, and she will always give in. I mean, always give in. You know, and you, like, for the most part, you knew it was her last. And my grandparents live off Social Security. So, you know, they're not getting any more money until the 1st or 3rd. So, you know that for the next 2 weeks, you're going to be without money and food and everything else that you need. But you don't want to say no to this person for whatever reason. So for me, I struggled with this for years, because that's all I've ever saw was, you say no, but then you always give in, because you don't want somebody to go around talking about you and saying you're mean or you're selfish or whatever. Or you don't want the family members to stop talking to you all of a sudden because you think you're better than them, whatever. But I had to overcome that. That's dysfunctional thinking. It's irrational. It's unhealthy for yourself. And so I had to overcome that. Like, so now I can say no, and I'm gonna mean it. And if it hurts your feelings because I told you no, because I can't give you something that I need for me and my children, then you just gonna have to go home and process that and deal with that yourself. It's not my problem. It's not my business. And I can't control how other people respond to what I need to do for me. So that's something I learned from her. I had to flip it though, because she would always give in for the most part, because she liked to help people, and I like to help people too, but I gotta help me first. Second is plan for retirement. Again, my grandparents, I don't think they saved anything for retirement. They have a home that's paid for, and between the two of them, they were good financially. If you think about it, like their 2 retirement checks or Social Security checks. My grandfather retired from the health department, so he had that income as well. But between the two of them, they're good. But I know for me, I want to have other money set aside and not just, depend on Social Security or retirement check, whatever. So that's something I learned too, of course. And then my last tip that I learned was to stop enabling. I think, and I wrote about this in my book, my grandmother, I think she was, born in the 30s or something, right? And I think my grandmother she wasn't raised by her mother. Her mother raised her. Her grandmother raised her. And so I think that created a sense of somewhat detachment, right? And so with that comes a sense of, I gotta give you stuff, to kind of show my love, but I don't really know how to express my emotions. Like I said, I write a lot about that in my book and how it affected me. And so for me, what I learned, especially growing up in a family with addicts and people who struggle with addiction, there's a certain element or concept called codependency. And so with that comes the enabling piece, whether you're enabling somebody by giving them money to go buy alcohol and they have an alcohol problem, or you're too afraid to say no to somebody about money or whatever because you don't want them to leave you. But what happens is you create somebody who's dependent. And these people, they don't know how to go out and fend for themselves, and they know that they can always come to you for the rescue. And I'm not that person. I refuse to be that person anymore. And I had to deal with that. And the internal struggle that comes with that is I'm afraid that they'll leave me, or they won't talk to me anymore, or they'll go slander my name and say I'm mean and selfish and cheap and frugal or whatever. Right? It's okay. People are going to talk about you regardless. And so what I don't want to do, I don't want to hurt you. And I'm hurting you by always giving in to your every demand, every request, always trying to buy your love, by giving you money and giving you my last. Sorry. So those were some things that my grandmother taught me about money just from watching her life and watching how she kind of engaged with people in my family system. And again, a lot of these things are things that I choose not to do. My goal is to break that cycle. And I thank God for my grandmother, because if I didn't witness these things, then I would not be who I am now, and I wouldn't strive for so much more. And I'm so grateful. My grandmother hung up my picture that was in the newspaper of me graduating with my master's with my 2 children. So I know she was proud of me, and I know that I have the responsibility to live a great life in her honor. So I'm so excited about that, and I will continue to save and do right by my money, and once I'm debt free, be able to go out and give and have that heart that her and my aunt both had, and just love people and help people, but encourage them to be self-sufficient and take care of themselves and not enable people, because I don't want to hurt you. I want to help you. So thank you guys for subscribing and watching this video. If you have any questions, comments, definitely share with them or below. And I will see you guys Monday for Money Motivated Monday. See you soon.